Good Wednesday morning and welcome to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have with us Mr. Charlie Wessel, who is with our West Ashley chapter. He is with Cordell Capital down in the Charleston market, and we'll be getting him on here in just a moment. We would like to thank our sponsor, which is Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach out to them at 843-492-5422. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and they are your real estate attorneys. Don't forget that if you have any question for GBN or today's guest, you can type those in the comments right below, and we'll be glad to get those on air as well. And don't forget to stick around for our giveaway, because our giveaway this week, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Walk-Ons. And so, guys, stay with us. GBN Live is next. All right, guys, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host. Woo, it's just like graphics popping up everywhere. Today we have with us Charlie Wessel with Cordell Capital down in our Charleston market. Hey, Charlie, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much, Todd. It's good to be here, bud.
Awesome. Hey, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and family and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, originally I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Moved to Florence, South Carolina at a young age and found Charleston and never left it. 17 years here now. So yeah, I'm Charlie Wessel, owner and principal and founder of Cordell Capital. I've been married 20 years, be 21 years in October. Got twin 8-year-old girls and a 12-year-old boy, and life's good, man.
Oh man, that's awesome. So you're with Cordell Capital, which is based down in Charleston. Tell us a little bit of how that started and how did it get its name?
Well, we started in 2016. I was a general contractor. We had a full service general contracting firm here in Charleston for over 10 years. Sold that and had some rental properties. And, you know, I knew that I really wanted to focus on investing in real estate. So I talked to a buddy of mine and he was like, man, the best way, you know, to really capitalize on that is through multifamily housing and investing in that. So I dove into that rabbit hole. We had a few rental houses at the time and had flipped some houses and stuff, but, yeah, so we got into this, 2018 probably is when we really hit the ground running with it. And, right now we have about 39 million bucks in, assets under management. Cordell Capital. Cordell is my grandmother's name, and
it's always got to have some kind of a history there. That's awesome.
It does, man. It does. And I mean, her and my grandfather, you know, they were middle class folks that, you know, lived well. Had you know, my grandfather had a good job and everything. And when she passed away, I mean, they lived like really after my grandfather passed away. My grandmother just lived like a pauper. I mean, it was, you know, she was so conservative. I mean, she grew up during the Depression and everything. And when she died, she left the family money. I mean, it was, you know, it was her choice to live like that. I mean, obviously we weren't just going to let her, you know, be poor, but,
right.
You know, we'd helped her out. But she, you know, she was just a wonderful woman and had good conservative Christian values and just one of the greatest humans I've ever had the privilege of knowing. So I figured I'd honor her by naming our company after it. And we want to kind of follow those same, you know, economic and, you know, personal values on into our business.
That's awesome. I just sold a house to a lady that moved here from Ohio and son-in-law, and she moved in with them. But that's the first house that she ever owned that had indoor plumbing. She was still using an outhouse. And I'm like, that is crazy. So
in Ohio, it's got to be a little chilly in the morning.
And so yeah. I had a pink porta-john delivered to the house the day that they moved in, and told her that I didn't want her to feel left out, and she loved it. Cried. It was just it was funny, but it was also sweet. It really made her feel welcome. So that's cool. So at Cordell Capital, you guys focus primarily on multifamily projects. Explain that process and why did you choose to go that route, I guess?
Yeah, well, we are a private equity firm. Now we bring investors in with us to go and buy these deals. Um, Multifamily housing, it's, we had, like I said, we had rental houses and we did some fix and flips and stuff. I mean, I don't even know how else to put it besides it was just a gigantic pain in the behind. I mean, we had, and we were buying nice houses for rentals, but it still was just a nightmare. I mean, we ran through several different property management companies and we tried to do it ourselves. And it was just, it's unscalable. It's unscalable.
Great word. I
So,
agree with you.
yeah. And right now, I mean, we have a 300 unit apartment complex that we're raising capital for right now. It's, we're buying 300 rental houses at one time. I mean, that kind of scalability, it moves over into when we're buying, materials for our capital expenditure projects, to fix the place up. We get good deals on all that now. And, it trickles down, that scalability trickles down throughout when you're buying.
Yeah. We're going to get into that a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but do you work with, or do you prefer, well, maybe not prefer because it is a different ball game, but is your approach to work with beginners as well as seasoned investors?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the deal that we have right now, all these are SEC, they're all registered with the SEC. So this isn't just buddies getting together and throwing some money in and going to buy a place. This
Right.
is a Reg D, either a 506B or a 506C offering. So with the 506B offering, we can accept sophisticated investors. The SEC definition of a sophisticated investor is very loose. I mean, they don't, spell anything out for you real well, but that's more of the your buddy next door who's got a retirement fund. He can go start a self-directed IRA and move some money over into that and come invest with you. 506C deals are strictly for accredited investors. Mm-hmm. And that means that you have a net worth of $1 million or more, not including your personal home, or you make over $200,000 a year filing single, $300,000 a year filing jointly, and expect that to continue. So yeah, we do have accredited investors. We do have deals that are just strictly for accredited investors. But I mean, even right now, we have an investment opportunity where you don't have to be an accredited investor to invest with us. So yeah, we reach out to everybody.
We're seeing in the real estate market up here, of course, with the economy going the way it is, a lot of people are pulling their money out of the stock market. Which I'm not saying is a smart thing to do but I'm not a financial advisor, but I am seeing a lot of those people are teaming up to buy investment properties. I just had a group that bought their 4th property from me this year. And they're a group of investors that came together, and one of them had been buying property from me for a couple of years, but he teamed up with this other group. Are you seeing a lot of people like that reach out to you with the way the economy is going?
Yes, sir. 100%. I mean, I take it as my moral, focus to get as many buddies of mine out of the stock market as possible. Even though we do have a lot of friends that are financial advisors, and I poke them, especially at GBN meetings. I mean, I poke these guys all the time.
Absolutely,
we have fun with it. But yeah, it's just not as volatile. It's not as volatile as the stock market. I mean, these are brick and mortar investments. These are, solid investments. So,
yeah. And we're going to get into that a little bit more. One of the things I like about hearing what you've said at some of the GBN meetings, but also by looking at your website, is you're all about the teamwork mentality, which I'm the same way. But tell us a little bit about your team there at Cordell Capital and how they play into your belief of collaborating.
Yeah, I mean, it's me and I have an assistant here in Charleston. And then we have several deal sponsors throughout the U.S. that we partner with, and they find these opportunities. And we're almost like a capital arm that'll bring the capital to the opportunity to then fund the deal and make sure it gets taken down correctly.
Yeah. One of the things I always like to tell some of my investors is to use that conservative approach. You don't want to go out there and just throw money just to be throwing money. Tell us a little bit about you guys, how you operate with that conservative idea, because I know that that's a huge, I guess, mentality, if you will, that is to your approach with it. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've always had the mindset of I could lose my money, but I can't lose your money. So we really deep dive into all the properties that we underwrite. I mean, there's huge demographic studies before we even contact the first investor. There's 2 to 3 months worth of work that's been put into this place. You know, we're going into every single unit, walking every single unit with property managers, meeting with asset managers there on site. You know, it's a lot of due diligence that goes into before we decide to pull the trigger on raising capital for one of these opportunities.
Right. And we're going to get into this a little bit more too, but you have a current project that has, if I'm not mistaken, and I apologize, it's been a little bit, but it's like over 300 units that you're working on out in the West right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm flying out today to Des Moines, Iowa, of all places. We just closed on 122 units over there, and now we have another opportunity right now. It is a 506B offering, so I can't really put it out there. I have to, have a prior relationship with the people that are investing in this particular opportunity. But yeah, we have a 300 unit deal that's going down right now. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, guys, stay around with us. We're going to come back right after the break, and we're going to talk about, Charlie's going to talk about how you guys can get started in investing for not as much money as you think. So stick around. We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. Welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and I'm here with Charlie Wessel today with Cordell Capital down in the Charleston market. Before the break, well, first of all, let me remind you guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below and we'll try to get them on air. Before the break, we talked a little bit about investing outside of the market. But how do you go about getting those investors that are outside of the Charleston market? And I know you do a lot of business outside of Charleston, so talk to us about that for me.
Yeah. We have we stay busy in marketing. We really do. I mean, that's almost what we are as a marketing firm. I mean, I have virtual assistants that are out that do a lot of work for us. You know, we do posts on social media every day on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And I mean, we just launched a huge LinkedIn campaign. You know, there's so many different strategies out there to reach out to. You know, we're really trying to reach out to accredited investors. But yeah, just that. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, the best old fashioned way is word of mouth, though. I mean, as soon as you get somebody to invest with you and they receive that first distribution check that we release quarterly, they're telling all their buddies, say, hey man, I just got money in the mail. I just got some mailbox money.
Yeah.
And
mailbox money. I love it.
Mailbox money.
And OPM, other people's money. I like that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So best word or best form of marketing is word of mouth. The second is where am I here? GBN.
Yeah.
So all right. Charlie, let's talk since we're on the topic of real estate investing, what's your take on flipping properties?
Oh yeah. I mean, we did it. I was a general contractor, so I was like, oh, we can go buy some houses and flip them. We have all the crews and this, that, and the other. I mean, if you want to flip properties, it's a full-time job. I have a brother that he does nothing but flip properties. And, you know, he makes several $100,000 a year. I mean, he does really well. But he works his fanny off. I mean, he really does. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not old, man. I'm 44 years old. I'm in my prime. But, yeah, I have been working my fanny off since I was a teenager. So I'm looking to that's why I like this business, the investment business. I mean, I'm always out talking with investors, playing golf, taking them to dinner or, you know, drinks or whatever. It's fun. I'm having just a ball in life right now.
That's the funny thing. You say it's a full-time job. It is not like you see on HGTV.
No.
I don't care what anybody says. That is a different ball game.
Yeah. And all those house flipping shows that started here in Charleston. The first one we did, we lost $1,600 on. And I was happy to lose. I was like, yes, just get me out.
Get it off the plate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lady, and I can't remember what the name of her show is. She's in Chicago, and she had a partner, and the partner screwed her over, and she lost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And had to file bankruptcy, and she actually started over. And why she did that, I don't know. I would have gotten out of it at that point, but that's what she did. I can't remember the name of that show. If you remember, put it in the comments, and we'll see what that is. Charlie, you said you kind of touched base on this just a little bit. Oh, we see Julie from our Somerville chapters on here. Hey, Julie. But you touched base a little bit about this a minute ago, but you said the fast and steady way to grow your wealth is through multifamily properties. Go a little bit more in detail with that, if you will, and tell us why you feel that way, and maybe even give an example of how you've helped someone succeed in investing in multifamily properties.
Yeah. So, you know, our minimum investment is $50,000 into our properties. So anybody with retirement funds or anything like that, you know, they can come and invest with us. Now we do either quarterly. Some deals are different. Some deals we do monthly distributions, and some opportunities we have quarterly distributions. So all that is, you know, we have a cash on cash value that's coming back to you, either monthly or quarterly, that's growing your wealth, as well as the appreciation of the properties are right now, they're just phenomenal. You know, right now is an anomaly. But even in, you know, a downturn market where there were all these, you know, properties being taken back by the bank, 0.03 of those properties were multifamily housing, because these things just run like a machine. I mean, they really do. So they're constantly putting out cash flow. It's growing, you know, growing your wealth by appreciation. And we do what's called a cost segregation report on every single property that we do. And what that does is that can take 27 and a half years of depreciation and squeeze it down into, and I'm not a CPA or a lawyer. You got to check with your CPA or a lawyer about this. Disclaimer, quick disclaimer. But we squeeze all that depreciation down into year 1 through 5, and it just, I mean, it can help you out considerably on your taxes for any other passive income that you have.
Yeah. And I think one thing we need to let our viewers know that just in case they're not familiar with it, because a lot of people aren't familiar with the term, a multifamily property is anything that has more than one family that is attached to the same, they share a common wall, I guess is how we would say it. So that could even be a duplex or a triplex. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that it's a 100-unit apartment complex.
Absolutely.
So, and actually we have a community up here in Myrtle Beach that they put several duplexes in one community, and it's listed as multifamily. It's one owner, but that's how they did it and rented it out, which is pretty cool. So
we do look for 100 units or more though in our investments.
Sure. And I do have an investor that's in California that's interested in building an apartment complex up here in Myrtle Beach, and if he ever decides to actually do something with it, we'll reach out and see if we can't get together and work on that one.
Yeah. Sure.
I know we're on the downside of COVID. Yeah, it means it's time for rapid fire. We got some quick questions for you. So here's rapid fire. So this is just basically one word or one quick sentence answers for us. So what was your first job?
Cutting grass.
There you go. Most young kids do that, right?
Yep.
Night owl or early bird?
Both. 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
Same here. A dog or a cat person?
Dog.
Yeah. Dark or milk chocolate?
Milk, for sure.
Yeah. I don't like dark either. I agree. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Yeah. I find that most people, you have blue eyes if I'm not mistaken.
I do. Yeah.
Most people with blue eyes, blue is their favorite color. Yeah. Especially guys. I don't know why, but I find that.
Second favorite color would have to be garnet, though. Go Gamecocks.
Yeah. Oh, he's a game chicken fan.
Game chicken. That's right.
There you go. Favorite word or phrase?
Oh man. Appreciation.
There you go. I like that. Yep. Favorite movie?
Like Saving Private Ryan, probably.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I haven't heard that one. That's good. Favorite song or artist?
Yeah, this goes back to my youth days here. But I'm a big Grateful Dead fan. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Me too. I like Grateful Dead. Yeah. Favorite vacation spot?
Colorado.
Oh, there you go. And is there one mobile app that you could not do without?
Something iCalendar.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool.
iCalendar.
All right, well, that was your rapid fire. Get to know Charlie a little bit better. So let's go back to the other question. I know that with the downside of COVID that the economy isn't really doing where it should. Gas prices have gone up and everything else. What's the best advice that you can give right now about investing?
Well, in real estate in particular, I mean, I believe Warren Buffett said that. He said, you don't wait to buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait. So, it's even in a downturn, like if you bought in 2006 and everything crashed in 2007 and 8, by 2012, you were back above where you were in 2006.
Right.
So, the corrections come, that's cool. We ride it out and we'll still make money. It's brick and mortar.
We had a financial advisor on one day, and I said to them, or asked them the question, I said, when's the best time to invest? And they said yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, yep, you're exactly right. I agree. So that brings me to the next question, Charlie. If I were to start investing today, what do I need to do?
You can email us, info@cordellcapital.com, or go to our website and sign up for our investor group there on our website. And that'll automatically send a message to myself and my assistants, and we'll be in touch with you to just talk to you about your goals. We'll set up a call and talk to you about your financial and investment goals.
Yeah, and if we can put up the website right quick. Oh, look, there's Dancing Debbie. That means that if you guys are interested in entering our drawing, please put in hashtag GBN Rocks, and we will enter you into the drawing for today. That's hashtag GBN Rocks. But here's the website, CordellCapital.com, and on there is some education minutes. There's also some podcasts that you guys do where you can learn a lot more about it. So definitely check that out. And then if somebody wants to call you, we can go to the phone number here. It's coming up. There you go. 843-200-9552. 800-200 or 843-200-9552. And you know what? We didn't pull up. I didn't pull it up, did I, Ashley? Hold on one second and let me get this in here. Oh, you do? Sorry, I forgot to pull up the. Can you share the screen? Share at the bottom. You got it? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Gotta love live TV. So anyway, guys, I see there's several people watching us today, so put in that hashtag GBN Rocks, and we'll give it a couple seconds to get a couple more entries in there because we only have one right now. So put in that hashtag GBN Rocks, and we will get that in there for you here quickly. So Charlie, before we do the drawing, tell us a little bit about why GBN is so important to you, and why you think others should get involved with GBN or any.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. Before I even came on with you this morning, I didn't know that sign was behind you. And that's exactly what I had written down for GBN. It's friends first, business second. Yep. I've created some outstanding friendships, lifelong friendships through GBN. I mean, I play, we get together and play golf together, me and some of the guys over there. Our families have done stuff together. It really is a great group of people, and it's very, it's a high level group of people as well. So we have several people in there that we talk to for investing and everything, and gotten some referrals from them. GBN's great. It really is. It's good.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate you being a member. Guys, make sure you put in the hashtag GBN Rocks. I see a couple people have put that in there without the hashtag, so make sure you put that in. We'll give you just a couple more seconds here to get your drawing in, or your words in there. Hashtag GBN Rocks. Don't put in an exclamation point or any of that kind of stuff because it is specific to that. There we go. We got a couple coming in. Let's go ahead and see who we have next week coming in as our guest, and then we'll come back to the drawing here in just a moment. It looks like it's Skylar Bird Web Design. He is in our Carolina Forest chapter, and he's going to be joining us next week. He'll be live in the studio, and we'll have him on. So if you have any questions with Skylar, go ahead and be thinking those up. He does do social media marketing as well as the web design. So we'll see Skylar here next week. So, all right, guys, we're going to end this on the contest. Only 2 of you entered today for some reason, but go ahead and let's draw, and we'll see who the winner is. And the winner is going to be Whew. Lori, you won again. You're going to have a heck of a meal over there at Walk-Ons. So thank you for watching, and thank you for entering in today's contest. And Charlie, thanks so much for joining us. I hope to see you here in a couple weeks when I come back down to Charleston. And until then, we'll see you later. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday on GBN Live. Take care.